Men and women should be equally educated in housework because home belongs to both. The nation that loses its language loses itself, and a nation that despises its own language despises itself. In life, never raise your voice, just improve the quality of your argument. Sometimes people don't notice what we do for them until we stop doing it. If you ask a judge to account, it is contempt of court. If you ask a cleric, you are an infidel, and if you ask a general, you are a traitor. The one who wins without problem, it's just victory, but the one who wins with lots of trouble, he creates history. It isn't enough to talk about peace. One must believe in it. And it isn't enough to believe in it. One must work at it. If you wish to know how civilized a culture is, look at how they treats its women. We must develop and maintain the capacity to forgive. He who is devoid of the power to forgive is devoid of the power to love. One of the things I keep learning is that the secret of being happy is doing things for other people. Only a dead nation remembers its heroes when they die. Real nations respect them when they are alive. We do not marry our children to wealth as we consider decency, capability and dignity more important in a marriage. Better be poisoned in one's own blood than to be poisoned in one's principle. Pathans. Your house has fallen into ruin. Arise and rebuild it and remember to what race you belong. Do not feel bad that people remember you only when they need you. Feel privileged that you are like a candle that comes to mind when there is darkness in their life. Islam is amal, yaqeen, muhabbat, selfless service, faith, and love. I am going to give you such a weapon that the police and the army will not be able to stand against it. It is the weapon of the Prophet, but you are not aware of it. That weapon is patience and righteousness. No power on earth can stand against it. The fact is that the cruel are never brave. The brave never oppress anyone. Relationships should be based on integrity and mutual understanding, not on the power and pelf where a young girl is thrown into the hands of an old man. Nations are not woken up merely through prayer. To awaken a nation, leaders are needed who are selfless, honest, and are ready to serve their people. There is always love between those who have the same objectives. They will have differences of opinion amongst themselves, but this is always a blessing for the group. The feeling of nationalism awoke in me when I began to associate with nationalists. In all honesty, faith is about doing good deeds. Foreign governments are based on creating fear in the hearts of the citizens, and when fear is removed from the hearts of the people, the foundations of foreign governments are shaken. I would always try to remove the sense of inferiority from the minds of the women, which had been inculcated in them by ignorant and selfish men. I offer you peace. I offer you love. I offer you friendship. I see your beauty. I hear your need. I feel your feelings. My wisdom flows from the highest source. I salute that source in you. Non-violence, which is a quality of the heart, cannot come by an appeal to the brain. The Holy Prophet Muhammad came into this world and taught us that man is a Muslim who never hurts anyone by word or deed, but who works for the benefit and happiness of God's creatures. Belief in God is to love one's fellow men. My religion is truth, love and service to God and humanity. Every religion that has come into the world has brought the message of love and brotherhood. Those who are indifferent to the welfare of their fellow men, whose hearts are empty of love, they do not know the meaning of religion. Revolution is the outcome of patient work. It requires education and knowledge. Revolution needs people who can convince the nation of the need for revolution. Everyone's dignity and self-respect is in their own hands, and if everyone was to control their own desires and needs, there would always be at peace, content and honorable. That whoever had decided to serve humanity had to face pain and undergo hardships. The success of every movement is dependent on its leader. If he is clever and brave, the followers are also brave and understanding. If the leader is weak and short-sighted, then the followers are also weak and devoid of vision. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel.